go. What is going on, Cover One Crew? Welcome back to the show. We are starting into some redraft content, talking who is pick number one this year in redraft leagues. It is an interesting topic this season because there isn't the CMC to, run away with the, votes to suggest that he is the top player this season in draft season. But I'm telling y'all right now, there are some good qualities. I got 4 players on the docket plus an honorable mention, so stay tuned to the very end and you'll see who is my honorable mention player. But there are 4 players who are coveting the top pick in redraft leagues this year. Number 1 is a Jamar Chase consensus number 1. Number 2 consensus is a Bijan Robinson. Number 3 on the consensus is Saquon. And then number 5 on the consensus is a Jahmyr Gibbs. Gimme! And I'm leaving out a JJ. And I get it, JJ's number 4, but with JJ McCarthy throwing him the football, we'll see how it does go. We understand. I had a good conversation with some buddies of mine, and we all agree that JJ is quarterback proof, but this season you do want to see what it's going to be with somebody like JJ McCarthy throwing him the football. Even though we did have the hum and haws about a Sam Darnold as well, we know Coach O'Connell can produce quarterbacks and make this offense hum and go. So JJ's just going to be just fine, but out of, the top pick in your drafts, these are the 4 with a potential honorable mention. Like I said, I do have at number 5. So let's talk Jamar Chase first on the board. What's he looking like this season? What is the Cincinnati Bengals team going to be? Chase absolutely killed it last year. Triple Crown winner. Yards, TDs, receptions, led the league in all these categories. And this offense in Cincinnati is humming and they're going in the right direction. Coming off 175 target season. That is unheard of this day and age in the NFL, but they just peppered a Jamar Chase, and he repaid them handsomely since he threw for almost 500 yards. Joey B was on point, definitely would have been in that MVP category had he, took his team to the playoffs. That was the biggest problem that did foil them. The defense definitely did not help them out. They did, subsequently sign a Jamar Chase and T. Higgins to big deals this offseason. So the band is back together. They are going to continue to make waves in this offensive, punch that they do have. The defense is still quite weak, man. The offense is going to have to put up a lot of points once again in 2025. So this is positive news for a Jamar Chase being your top pick in redraft formats. I'm talking half PPR more than anything, but I'm telling you, I do like my running backs overall. Then I do picking wide receivers at number 1, but Jamar Chase definitely does, warrant the discussion to be in that category. Can Chase repeat the Triple Crown? Likely not. There's going to be some little bit of a regression that we should see in 2025, but he's going to put up stellar numbers just like he did in 2024. He is, with a Justin Jefferson, the best in the business at the position of wide receiver, so you can't argue the talent. 76.5% on that boom rate. Last year, he had 6 contests going over 20 points and 2 games over 30 is kind of where you're going with the boom rate, so he did miss on a few contests to hit you on the consistency, but when he was putting up, he was definitely a league winner for us. 17 games, 127 in reception, 1708 in yards, and 17 receiving touchdowns. Finished as the wide receiver 1, 339 points. 0.5 points. He was an absolute monster and a killer last year. Jamar Chase definitely in that conversation. Bijan Robinson, consensus number 2, and I'm telling y'all, 17 games, 304 attempts, 1456 in yards, 14 TDs. Bijan was an absolute madman last year. Everything we were, wanting him to be in his rookie season. Coaching staff put the shackles on him. Raheem Morris, head coach right now, they definitely understand how to utilize a Bijan. Why you got somebody like Bijan sitting on the bench and you're rushing with Tyler Algier? Give Bijan the football, man. 61 receptions, 431 yards, 1 TD. He finished as the running back for 311 points last year. His boom rate was so good, man. 82.4% on that boom rate. He was hitting for you consistently every single week. Basically, few misses here and there, but 82% is a massive score on that boom rate coming off his best season so far in the NFL, short 2-year career. over 300 attempts rushing, 72 targets last season. Very good point productivity. Came from how much volume a Bijan did. See, with Penix, he is now the starter in Atlanta, so we'll see how this does go. Could there be a little bit of a sidestep with some growth and maturity coming from Michael Penix? Abso-freaking-lutely. We could see that, which is good news for somebody like Bijan because they will lean upon the ground game when times get tough for a Michael Penix. Try to, settle it down, and Bijan is going to absolutely see a heaping of volume once again this season. Like I'm saying, this offense does run through a Bijan Robinson Year 3 explosion, and I know 1,400 yards, nothing to sneeze at with 14 TDs. Could we see this go even higher? Abso-freaking-lutely we could with a Bijan in this offense, with a Michael Penix, with the guys that they do have. The band is basically back together. Drake London, Darnell Mooney, Kyle Pitts. We'll see how it all does shake down, but Bijan is definitely the forefront of being the leader in this offense, man. Expect a repeat of touches? I do think so. I think we could see even more coming his way. 350 attempts is not out of the question, where we could see even going up to 70, receiving receptions this season with Michael Penix as he's looking for the check down when he does get into trouble. And I mean, the defense did improve. This is also a positive. They stacked the line with some rookie pass rushing talent. Some defensive back talent did add to this defensive back room. So I'm telling y'all right now, this team does look very good on paper. If they can stay healthy, they will challenge a lot. And Bijan is the cream of the crop, man. You got to say he is definitely in that conversation of being the number 1 overall pick in this redraft leagues, man. Number 3, consensus, Saquon Barkley, Super Bowl champs, Philadelphia Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. Missing piece, man. That's what it was. Saquon Barkley, he was the missing piece to this Philadelphia Eagles offense. He had an absolute killer 2025 campaign, rushed for over 2,000 yards, 205. He could have broke that record in that final game, and he decided, nah, you know what? I'm going to sit this week because the Super Bowl is the key and the goal, and he had just an absolute phenomenal year. 76.5% on his boom rate as well. 16 contests, 345 in attempts, 2,005 yards, 13 TDs. He adds 33 receptions for 278, 2 TDs. He finishes as the running back 1 overall in redraft in leagues, fantasy football leagues in general, 338.8 points. He had a killer season last year. And I don't foresee this happening, anything tapering off this year, man. No injuries from 345 attempts and 45 targets. That is what we wanted to see. We have not seen Bijan since his rookie year not deal with some kind of ailment in the medical room this year. He comes unscathed. We will see. Maybe I just jinxed the man coming off such a heaping of volume. Could he hamper himself with injury this year? It is possible, but Saquon Barkley is going to be right back to where he left off. Was he overworked? It is the only argument that I do have, but it's Saquon Barkley, and he is an absolute madman. We saw the backwards hurdle play of the season. Should have got the award at the NFL Honors. Did not. Can he repeat as the best running back? Absolutely, Saquon can, especially in this offense with the Philadelphia Eagles that is still going to be pretty much the same and run heavy once again in 2025. Could we see a slight regression? Absolutely, man. 2,000 yards is a very difficult feat for any running back to do in the NFL. So even if you're looking 1,750 to 1,900 yards, definitely not out of the question for Saquon. He is going to return the investment you do have if you do take a Saquon at number 1 without question. Number 5, consensus, Jahmyr Gibbs, Gibby, and we're skipping over a JJ who is ranked number 4 on consensus right now. Like I said in the beginning of the show, I have my reasons. Want to see a JJ McCarthy do some damage before it, but it's 94.1% on the boom consistency rate, 336.9 points. Running back 2 just lost out to a Saquon Barkley by a few points on the tallies to be the running back 1. 17 games, 250 attempts, 12 in yards, 16 TDs. He adds 52 receptions for 517 and 4 receiving touchdowns. Gibby is one of these dudes. You guys got to know, man, what was the knock coming out of college? And he was too small. He was not going to be able to be a true 3-down back. We know it is the Gibby and Monty show, and it's going to continue here in Detroit this year as well. But when Monty did go down, we saw that Gibby, he could provide and he could handle a 3-down workload, and he definitely proved it, man. Week in, week out, he absolutely killed it the last 4 weeks of the season and definitely was a league winner for us as well. This offense still is going to be run first, and they still got everybody back together, man. Amon-Ra, St. Brown, J-Mo, Laporta, stacked offense. They added a Tesla, still got Tim Patrick and company. They got an offense to move this football with a Jared Goff. Gibbs, the funny part of this, he's still on the rise. That's the crazy thing. At 94% boom rate and all the touches that he did amass last season, he's still on the rise. He's too damn electric, too damn, dynamic. And they're legit Super Bowl contenders in Detroit. They came so close again last year, and they will once again contend this season. Gibbs, he's one of the most explosive, exciting backs in the NFL at this point, and with the consistency that this man does provide, even in a tandem backfield, you are going to be wanting for nothing with the point totals this man's going to provide you every single week. These guys just put up more than 15 a week, and you got to love it. Gibby is absolutely in the conversation, even at Consensus 5. If you took him at number 1, it is not out of the realm of possibilities that he's going to return that investment. Honorable mention, Derrick King Henry. A lot of y'all going to scoff at this one as well, but I don't even care. I definitely got to put, a King Henry here on the list. Choking on myself because I'm getting a little excited. This man, he doesn't slow down. What do you want from him? He's over 31 years of age, still had a massive boom rate, man, 94.1%. Only missed on one contest this season. He ran for 1,921 yards, 16 TDs on 325 carries. 326.9 points, finished as a running back 3. What do you want from Derrick Henry? He is still in the conversation of being one of the best in fantasy football once again this year. He was the missing piece for this Baltimore offense. Like I said, almost 2,000 yards. Huge boom rate for 31 years old. He's going to put up big numbers once again this year without question. Baltimore still a top team. Added more defensive, help and assistance with a Malachi Starks and a Mike Green. I mean, this team is ready to go. It is Super Bowl or bust in Baltimore, and they will still continue to ride a King Henry with a Lamar Jackson. When is the fall off going to happen for a Derrick Henry? I don't think it's going to happen this season once again. So in redraft leagues, you can think about taking him number 1 because the productivity is definitely going to be there again with the consistency, the frame, the body frame that Derrick Henry has. The abuse does not matter. The touches don't matter. He is a cyborg, and he will continue to stay fresh. Barring any injuries, Derrick Henry is still in the conversation of being the top pick in redraft leagues. But there you have it. That is my top 4 with an honorable mention on who could be your top pick in redraft leagues this season. We are getting that much closer. It is nearing mid-May, so we're going to be getting into some good stuff. I got some exciting news regarding a draft guide that is going to be coming. Stay tuned for that as well. It's all good fun. We're just getting started, but nevertheless, as always, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, jump in those comments, give me your thoughts. Who is your first pick in redraft leagues this year? Throw it in the comments. If there's somebody I missed out that you have, pegged higher, throw it in the comments. We can definitely talk it out, but we'll see you next time. I am out.